The moment you stop seeking validation is the moment you start commanding respect. A man who stands firm in his value never has to chase, because what is truly valuable is always pursued. Most men believe attraction is all about looks, status, or money. But what if I told you that women are drawn to something far more powerful? It's not about how much you have, but about how unshaken you remain in the face of challenges. In a world where men constantly chase, over-apologize, and seek approval, the ones who stand firm in their values and emotions are the ones who command attention. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why women are magnetically pulled to certain men, and how you can harness this power to become more attractive without ever needing to beg for it. The key lies in emotional control, a mindset of self-respect and a way of living that naturally commands admiration. Women don't choose men who chase them. They choose men they have to chase. The sooner you internalize this, the sooner your dating life transforms. So let's break down the biggest mistake most men make and how a Stoic approach flips the script entirely. Most guys fall into the trap of simping, over-pursuing, over-texting, and constantly trying to prove their worth. They believe that if they show enough devotion, if they act nice enough, and if they put her on a pedestal, she'll reward them with love and attention. But the harsh reality is that this behavior repels women rather than attracting them. Why? Because it signals insecurity and a lack of self-worth. A man who seeks constant validation is subconsciously telling a woman that he isn't enough on his own. And the moment she senses that insecurity, she loses respect. Women don't want a man who needs them. They want a man who is already complete, a man they have to work to earn. When a guy chases, he's essentially saying, "You're more valuable than me," and nothing kills attraction faster than that. Think about it. When has desperation ever been attractive? When you're too available, too eager, and too focused. On winning her over, you become predictable, and predictability is boring. The chase is exciting because it triggers a woman's innate desire for challenge and mystery. If she knows you're always there, always responding instantly, and always trying to impress her, where's the excitement? The more you prioritize her over yourself, the less she values you. Women don't respect a man who bends over backward. To please them, they respect a man who stands firm in his principles, regardless of who comes into his life. The moment you make her the center of your world, you make yourself expendable. What most men don't realize is that attraction isn't built through endless compliments or constant availability. It's built through emotional strength and self-respect. The more a man values himself, the more a woman will value him. If you're always putting her first, she'll instinctively assume that you have nothing else going on, no deeper purpose, no ambition beyond winning her approval. And that's the biggest turn-off. A high-value man never derives his worth from a woman's attention. He knows his value and operates from a place of abundance, not scarcity. Ironically, the moment you stop trying so hard is the moment she starts noticing you. When you're unbothered by whether she stays or goes, she feels a pull toward you because now you are the challenge. And here's the real kicker. Women don't actually want to be worshipped. They want to admire and respect. A man, not feel like his savior. When you put her on a pedestal, you strip away the natural polarity that creates attraction. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, not one-sided devotion. If she senses that you lack standards and will accept anything just to be with her, she won't see you as a prize. She'll see you as a pushover. The best thing you can do for your attractiveness and self-respect is to stop seeking approval and start becoming a man who naturally commands it. The more you focus on building yourself, the less you'll need to chase, because women will be drawn to you like gravity. The truth is, women are naturally drawn to men who remain calm, unshaken, and in control. A Stoic man doesn't chase, he attracts. When a man operates from a place of inner strength, He doesn't feel the need to constantly seek approval or prove his worth. Instead of overreacting to every little thing a woman does, he remains centered, confident, and indifferent to her tests. And trust me, women will test you. They'll pull away, delay responses, and throw little challenges your way. Not to be cruel, but to see if you'll crack under pressure. The man who overreacts, begs for attention, or spirals into self-doubt instantly loses points. But the man who remains unfazed, who continues to focus on his mission and who doesn't let external circumstances shake him, that's the man she can't stop thinking about. Why does this happen? Because women instinctively seek a man who can handle pressure, someone they can trust to remain composed when life throws challenges their way. If you crumble under the slightest emotional stress, how can she rely on you when real problems arise? She doesn't want a man who panics, overreacts, or desperately tries to fix every minor issue. She wants a man who stands firm, who exudes a quiet strength that reassures her, even without words. When she senses that you are emotionally solid, she feels safe in your presence. And safety, not just physical but emotional, is one of the strongest drivers of female attraction. Think of it like this. When a storm hits, do you want to be on a ship with a captain who panics at the first sign of rough waters, or one who stays calm, adjusts the sails, and navigates through the chaos without breaking a sweat? Women are drawn to the latter. They are subconsciously wired to seek stability in a man, someone who won't crumble when things get tough. This is why emotionally strong men, the ones who don't flinch at a woman's mood swings, last-minute cancellations, or sudden cold behavior, stand out. While other men overanalyze, get angry, or seek constant reassurance, the Stoic man simply carries on with his life, knowing that his value isn't dictated by her temporary emotions. And here's the paradox. When you stop seeking validation from a woman, she starts seeking it from you. When you no longer feel the need to chase, to constantly prove yourself, she begins to wonder about you. She becomes curious about why you're different, why you're not reacting the way most men do. And curiosity breeds attraction. Suddenly, she finds herself drawn to you, craving your attention, because she realizes you're a rare breed, one of the few men who truly understands his own worth. This emotional resilience isn't just something women admire, it's something they need in a partner. On a deep, instinctual level, women look for men who can handle pressure because it signals strength, leadership, and the ability to provide stability in chaotic situations. Think about it. Life is unpredictable, and emotions can run high. If a man crumbles under stress, panics when faced with a challenge, or loses control over his emotions, how can a woman trust him to handle real-life difficulties? This is why women test men, often without even realizing it. They need to know if the man they're with is truly solid or if he's just putting on a front. A weak reaction, an insecure plea for validation, or a desperate attempt to hold on to her attention immediately lowers her perception of his value. But a man who remains unshaken, who treats every test like just another moment in his day, that's the man she sees as a leader, a protector, and someone worth investing in. And it's not just about dating, it's about dominance in every aspect of life. Emotionally strong men don't just attract women. They command respect in business, friendships, and social circles. They don't let outside forces dictate their self-worth, and because of that, they naturally pull people toward them. A man who moves with certainty, who doesn't flinch in the face of adversity, and who knows his value without needing external validation, is a force to be reckoned with. Women sense this power. It's why they're drawn to CEOs, athletes, military leaders, and men who are deeply committed to their mission. It's not the status itself that makes these men attractive. It's the mindset they carry, the ability to stay composed, to navigate challenges without fear, And to never let emotions override logic is what sets them apart from the masses. If you ever find yourself wondering why some guys effortlessly attract women while others struggle, despite being nice and available, it all boils down to this. Women don't choose men who need them, they choose men who lead them. When you master your emotions, when you stop reacting and start responding with strength, you become the kind of man women can't resist. The rarest currency in today's world is emotional control, and the men who possess it naturally rise above the rest. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is detaching from the outcome. This is where true confidence is born. A man who is emotionally strong doesn't need a specific result to feel good about himself because his self-worth isn't tied to external validation. He enjoys a woman's company, but he doesn't rely on it to feel complete. When you stop needing her attention, approval, or affection, you automatically become more attractive because you radiate abundance rather than desperation. Think about it. People are naturally drawn to those who seem secure, independent, and self-sufficient. A man who can walk away at any time without fear of losing something is infinitely more desirable than the guy who clings on, terrified of being alone. This is why the mindset of abundance is so critical. When you understand that there are countless opportunities, you stop fixating on just one woman. Ironically, this nonchalant attitude makes women want you more because they sense that you are a man in demand. You're not easily swayed, and that makes you valuable. The moment you shift your focus from "how do I keep her interested" to "how do I keep improving myself" is the moment your entire dating life changes. Another key aspect of emotional strength is mastering delayed gratification. The ability to resist the urge for instant validation in favor of long-term self-respect. Weak men seek immediate comfort, whether it's excessive texting, over-explaining themselves, or constantly checking for responses. But a man who understands his worth doesn't need to react impulsively. He operates from a place of patience and self-assurance. This is what separates those who command respect from those who are easily dismissed. When you practice self-control, you send a powerful message that you're not governed by fleeting emotions or the need for constant reassurance. Women notice this, and it creates a magnetic pull. They start to wonder why you're so composed, what's driving you, and why you aren't as easily affected as other men. That air of mystery combined with unwavering self-possession is what keeps attraction alive. At the core of all this is one simple truth. High-value men build lives that are so fulfilling that a relationship becomes a complement, not a necessity. When you pour your energy into becoming the best version of yourself, physically, mentally, and financially, you naturally attract better relationships, not just in dating, but in all areas of life. The problem with most guys is that they make women their main focus instead of their own personal evolution. But the reality is, the more you elevate yourself, the less you have to chase, and the more effortlessly people gravitate toward you. Women admire men who are driven, who have purpose, and who aren't easily swayed by emotions. So instead of obsessing over how to make her like you, start asking yourself, how do I become the kind of man who naturally attracts the best? Because once you become that man, the game changes entirely. 8. The moment you stop chasing is the moment women start chasing you. Attraction isn't about tricks, manipulation, or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about mastering your mindset, holding your frame, and valuing yourself above external validation. A strong man doesn't need to seek approval. He commands respect simply by being who he is. So stay centered, stay stoic, and watch how women respond to your energy differently. If you want more mindset shifts like this, hit subscribe, and let's level up together.